pulse of drumlines to the roar of packed stadiums, spirit has always been the heartbeat of North Carolina A&T State University. Behind that spirit stands a group whose discipline, precision, and pride elevate every moment, the NC-A&T cheerleaders. Right here in the heart of Greensboro lies a team with resilience woven into the fabric of its DNA, a team driven by tradition, purpose, and passion, a team that refuses to give up and doesn't take no for an answer. Over the years, they have earned recognition on some of the biggest stages in collegiate cheer. But beyond the trophies and accolades lies a deeper story. A story of students balancing academics and athletics, of young adults chasing their dreams, and of performers who must bear the weight of carrying forward a legacy. This is their story. This is their team. This is A&T Cheer.
Hey, my name is Santana Baker. I'm a captain on the team. I'm also a back spot, and I am a 4-year cheerleader.
My name is Aaliyah Drew, and I am a bass, and I've been cheering for 2 years now.
My name is Ava Wilson. I am also a bass, and I have been cheering for 2 years.
Hey, my name is Carter Powell. I am a captain as well, and I am a 4th-year cheerleader.
What does cheer mean to you?
Cheer to me is another word for duality. I feel like as a cheerleader, we do it all. We're on sideline, we're at appearances, and at the end of the day, we also put in the work for our own competition as well.
To me, cheer is really my whole life. I've been doing this since before college as well, so coming into college and still continuing to cheer, it just really has solidified my love for the sport.
And to piggyback off that, I would honestly say cheer for me is healing. Cheer wasn't always my go-to sport. I played many sports before I finally picked out to be a cheerleader. And so coming to A&T, that's when I found my family.
Cheer to me is community, sisterhood. I've met so many people through this sport, and truly it's the greatest thing that comes out of this sport. And to build on that and win championships and go through hardships, there's nothing like it.
I feel like as well as that, it's also a family. My 4 years here, most of my closest friends come from the cheer team.
For me, I would definitely say the memories. I've created a lot of memories throughout my 4 years at A&T, being on the cheer team, from going to different functions, from, just even having a simple talk at practice and just understanding their day, because at the end of the day, we're still teammates, we're still family, so we have to make sure that we're still good.
More than just strength and training. It's a mindset. Be the very best. At North Carolina A&T, we applaud our Olympian medalists and members of the United States, Mexico, and Liberia national teams. Watching Trevor Stewart and Randall Ross Jr. make history in Tokyo were moments we'll never forget. We also applaud the 13,000 Aggies who were champions in so many other ways, from creating self-driving automobiles, to landing nationally competitive scholarships, to changing the face of STEM careers across America. It's often said at A&T that Aggies do. Well, don't think for a second that Aggie champions are ever done. North Carolina A&T, home of champions.
They make it look easy. The smiles, the routines, the energy under the lights. But what people don't see is everything it takes to get there. Early mornings, late nights, injuries that don't always heal in time. The pressure to be perfect, every count, every move, every moment. This team doesn't just practice routines. They push through exhaustion, frustration, and doubt. There are days when it feels like too much, when bodies are sore and minds are even more tired. But quitting, that's never been part of who they are. Because behind every performance is trust. Trust in each other to catch, to support, to show up, even on the hardest days. They fall, they get back up, again and again. And that's what makes this team more than just a team. It makes them unbreakable.
These are the things that prepare you for the real world. When I come in, I can say, I have a whole agenda of what I plan on doing. And my boss can come in and say, we're not doing that today, you're doing this. and I have to learn to adapt, adjust, and evolve. As an athletic director for student development and wellness, I'm also the administrator over bowling, cheer, football, men and women's golf, and softball. I think change is always challenging, but it does help us grow. One of the things that is my thing that I say all the time to myself and to others is you always have to learn to adapt, adjust, and evolve no matter the situation. And the grit that this team has is mind-blowing to me. That's not something that I had to instill in them. They had that. I'm a little old school, so I think that's challenging, but not necessarily to the athletes, because I think if you're willing to adapt, adjust, and evolve, I also have to as well. So my coaching style from when I coached, even from a few years ago, had to change. My approach, my mindset, how I communicated. And I think as coaches and administrators, you have to be willing to do that as well. You can't, I'm not gonna ask a student athlete to do something that either I haven't done or I can't do. Now, I can't do what they do, but what I can do is bring them guidance, consistency, commitment, a team mindset. And a lot of that stuff they had, we just needed to polish.
As of late, the team has had to practice without the leadership of a coach. Despite this setback, they continue to persevere.
Long enough to experience having a coach and not having a coach. So through all that time, what has been the biggest difference or the biggest troubles for you guys, and how have you take those troubles to try to fix them into something more positive or better for you guys?
I would honestly say structure. Having a coach that has the answer to every single question you could have, to not having any of those answers, it comes with more questions and more confusion. And I just feel like coming from coaches that have invested so much into me personally, when you don't have that, it's an immediate loss.
Being a captain for the very first time this year, I can say my responsibilities grew quite significantly, because when it comes to having a coach that was being able to be prepared and, you know, understand the flow of cheer, and then kind of coming in to a coach that just needed a little more assistance and that just wanted to, you know, trying to do something different with the program, it kind of put a little more pressure on at least both of us, and I would say a little bit more on me, as in I was trying to learn a new position, new way of how to, you know, lead the team without just being an athlete, but also being there to advocate for them, for coaching, for, you know, different little opportunities that we can always gain.
To piggyback off of him, from an experience of me being a captain since my sophomore year, it's kind of interesting seeing like the dynamics, not only with your coaches, but as like everyone on the panel as captains. This year alone, I feel like has been an interesting one for sure. I'm very grateful for the knowledge that I've gained as captain the past previous years. But going in, like he said, it was a lot. It was a lot of us, you know, giving him information on things that he might not know, kind of correcting and also leading, guiding, whether that's leading practices, leading events, things like that, and kind of just picking up the missing pieces or pieces that were just left off as well. But at the end of the day, I think what kind of made it easier was how cohesive me and Carter are. He reads my mind, I read his mind, and it makes things easier. And on top of that, I commend him as a captain, because I know for me, the first semester, it took a mental toll on myself. So I know personally I had to take a step back because of dealing with a coach that's kind of inexperienced and doesn't know A&T as well, and putting a lot on us, especially with it being our senior year. Carter really did a great job of stepping up as captain.
Peers coaching peers gets to be really difficult because there tends to be too many cooks in the kitchen, and then nobody's really listening to what's the fundamental and important part of what we're doing. It's also really hard to try and organize 30 people to be on the same page when you don't have really one person at the head who's in charge and who has the power above everybody else to really be like, all right, let's pull everything together, let's hone in onto the things that need to be honed in on, you know.
I believe mending the gap between old coaching and new coaching. The one thing that I instill that is imperative because I also went to school here and got my master's degree, is you have to understand the culture of this university. You have to understand the legacy of this university. You have to understand that the mascots, Agatha and the Aggie dog, they belong to the university. The people that step in those roles, the roles that they play. Cheerleaders are the polish of the university. They are everywhere being involved and expected to perform perfectly and look perfect in an imperfect world. So I'm excited that I want to bring someone in that can be the mold of understanding the culture, understanding how imperative that cheer is. Because North Carolina A&T cheer is not, they do sideline, they do stunt and tumble, they're involved in the community. We have the 100th year homecoming. They're involved in something all week. If you look, they're on News 2. So you have to understand the importance of what they represent. And, you know, someone told me one time, dress the way you want to be addressed. And you have to understand that that is the mindset that I need the coach to have. They have to have the experience of sideline, stunt and tumble, and understand the culture. And if you can't grasp those things, you're not going to be able to handle the tenfold and the panoramic view of what this program brings to the university.
At North Carolina A&T State University, creativity lives inside of Crosby Hall, home of storytellers, content creators, filmmakers, and a plethora of up-and-coming communication professionals. The possibilities are endless. Out of 119 programs worldwide, A&T's Department of Journalism and Mass Communication stands out among the best. Accredited by the Accrediting Council on Education and Journalism and Mass Communications, and earning national recognition for excellence in 2025 by the National Association of Black Journalists. A&T's Crosby Kids are making history. So what is a Crosby Kid? We're the Journalism and Mass Communications Department of North Carolina A&T. And what do?
Crosby Kids create.
Of course, Crosby Kids create.
Crosby Kids create. The gym lights come on before the sun rises, before the crowd, before the music, before anyone even sees the routine. There's this. The missed counts, the bruises, the repetition that turns doubt into muscle memory. Every stunt starts with trust. Every pyramid is built on timing, sacrifice, and teammates willing to catch each other no matter what. For outsiders, it's 2 minutes on the mat. For them, it's months of pressure packed into every single 8 count. Because achieving perfection sometimes means falling over and over until the landing finally sticks. This is the part no one sees. The grind behind the performance. The practice behind champions.
Whether it's on the basketball court, the football field, the golf course, or the baseball diamond, Aggie Athletics is more than teams, athletes, coaches, wins or losses. Aggie Athletics is legacy. It's tradition. It's pride. With 18 men and women's programs, a powerful fan base of 15,275 students, generations of 80,000 proud alumni, and tens of thousands more followers, Aggie Athletics shapes leaders, builds character, and unites campus and community.
When I walk into the stadium, I feel the weight of every Aggie who ever wore the jersey. We're not just playing football, we're continuing the legacy. Every day, every workout, and every game, we're pushing to make the legacy stronger.
A&T is my home away from home. It has given me teammates who've become like family. Your gift helps make sure other Aggie athletes get those same experiences, support, opportunities, and a community that has our back.
Every time we step onto the field, the court, or any matchup, we represent something bigger. As they say, there's no I in team, we represent A&T. With more resources, we can elevate our game and show the world what Aggies are made of.
Softball has taught me focus, discipline, and how to dig deep and fight for the team. But none of us do it alone. Scholarships, coaches, mentors, they keep us moving. Your support helps us pursue excellence at play and in the classroom.
That's why we launched the All Aggies All In, Get In Where You Fit In Athletics Capital campaign. A bold, forward-thinking investment in the future of every Aggie athlete now and to come.
This campaign strengthens men's and women's programs, improving scholarships, academic support, facilities, diet and nutrition, personal development, and many, many other needs. When you give, you're not just helping our athletes win games. You're helping them earn degrees, build futures, and carry the A&T legacy into the world and thrive.
As athletics director, I know athletics builds character and leadership, and our student athletes are shining examples of what those things can look like. At North Carolina A&T, we're committed to developing champions in the classroom, in competition, and in life. The All Aggies All In campaign allows us to invest intentionally in our student athletes.
As chair of the Aggie Athletic Foundation Board, I've seen firsthand how athletics builds leaders, but growth takes investment, giving, supporting, and showing up. Together, we can elevate our programs.
Aggie student athletes give everything, early mornings and late nights. It's a constant commitment. As campaign chair, I believe the least we can do is give them the best tools possible to succeed. This campaign isn't just about athletics. It's about opening doors, expanding opportunities, and preparation for life beyond A&T.
All Aggies, all in. Get in where you fit in and shape the future of Aggie athletics. Give today.
All Aggies, all in.
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 Daytona isn't just a destination, it's the goal. Every practice, every rep, every correction, it all leads here. Their routines are more than performances. They're precision, timing, trust, high-flying stunts that demand absolute focus, synchronized tumbling where one mistake changes everything, choreography that has to hit every count, every time. Behind it all, hours that no one sees, reworking sections, fixing details, pushing past good enough. Because good isn't what wins at Daytona. It takes commitment, it takes discipline, it takes a team that refuses to settle. And as the countdown gets closer, there's no more room for hesitation. Just one goal in mind, to step on that mat and prove exactly who they are.
That's what's going to make us the champion right there. It's not just the execution, the technique. The performance is just as needed. We looked at routines last night and we're just like, they're bland. They walk, we have the skill, we have the motions. Add that performance. That will give those judges to be like, oh wow, that's A&T. They come back for a three-peat and they got that three-peat. So give them the reason to give us that three-peat.
Yeah, pushing. Allow us to keep moving in the mindset of E, God. Everything that we do, we need to give E 110% with E, God, because we worked way too hard to come this short, God. So I thank you in advance for everything that you are going to do for us, God. God, allow us to just go back to our hotel room tonight to just resonate and just sit in how well we did today so we can do even better tomorrow, God. Keep us covered from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet, God. Allow nothing to come to hurt or harm us, God. We thank you for everything you've done and will continue to do. In Jesus' name I do pray. Amen. Amen.
And so, as the lights dim and the echoes of the crowd begin to fade, what remains is something far greater. The spirit that resides within these cheerleaders does not end when the performance does. It carries on. Their resilience and integrity lives on to inspire all Aggies. It serves as a reminder that to be excellent, you must find the strength to rise again and again, even if no one is watching. And as one generation steps aside, another rises, ready to honor the past, redefine the present, and inspire the future. Their story does not end.